Good morning. I'm having my breakfast and I thought I'd shoot this month's video while I do that. And because it's Inktober, I thought it would be appropriate to kind of show you my pieces this Inktober and kind of maybe talk you through some of them. And talk about the experience in general, I guess. So yeah, I'll be having my coffee, my huge, beautiful coffee. And I also have some, porridge. Sorry my voice is a bit low. This is breakfast after all. So my voice is still waking up, but bear with me and I hope you enjoy this video. I'm actually getting really hot, so I think I need to change out of this chunky sweater that I was very ambitious enough to wear. So just a second. Alright, we're back. So let's start with day one of Inktober, which is here. This piece I actually shared the making of with all of you. I'm not sure if you all watched that video, but it was last month's video because I actually started working on this already at the end of September, because as you know, I went away from the 3rd of October to the 10th of October. I was in the UK because I took part in the Brights and Illustration Fair, and then we had a little bit of a holiday as well. So I finished this in September. It's a simple witch head with flowers. It was my first time painting with watercolors in a while, and I felt quite rusty, but also I really enjoyed it. So if you want to, I don't think I'm going to talk that much about my painting process, or maybe I might a little bit, but you should watch the video where I paint this to like see it in detail. But for this piece, for example, I first, all of these pieces I've sketched with my iPad. Then I've transferred the sketch onto a watercolor paper. And with this I did the ink outlines first, next. And then I just painted a few layers of watercolor. Yeah, that's it. I don't think I have more to say about this one. The next pieces I made are actually ones that I never shared because they did not turn out at all like I wanted them to. I made these two pieces at the Helsinki Drawing Club, and I was using this paper that is, I shouldn't blame the tools really, but compared to like most of the other pieces, these pieces the paints look really bad. And also I've noticed lately that when I try to work in A5 size, especially for like full body stuff, that just feels way too small, and I feel really clumsy having so much less space that I'm now used to working with. So these were just a train wreck. Also didn't even finish this one. I liked the sketch, but just if you look at how the paint, can you please? Like how the paint lays on the paper, it's just not, I don't know. I don't think it's pretty. It just looks really bad and clumsy. And this one just turned out like the colors are just so blah, and even though I really like the sketch, I also kind of didn't finish this one because they're supposed to be like lying down on grass or something, but I never did the background either. So These were like failed attempts that I didn't even see through, but I blame the paper for that. I'm just gonna have some porridge. As I said, this is my breakfast. I'm having some porridge with some seeds and cinnamon and peanut butter. And I added a little bit of oat milk and also some coconut oil and some maple syrup because I felt like it. Alright, so we're moving on to Inktober Day 2. Officially at least. And this piece I'm super happy with. I think it turned out beautifully, and I did something different with this one. As you can see, it's a lot softer than the first piece and the pieces I also did last year for October. And that is because I didn't actually ink the sketch, but I painted directly on top of the sketch and only lined with watercolors and no black at all. So it creates this way softer look, and I have to say I'm a big fan of it and of this piece. I just think this piece is so cute. I don't know. It turned out beautiful, and I love it. I love magical knitting. I'm especially happy with the witches' dungarees. I think they're so cute, and I really want a pair like that now. Alright, then moving on to some Inktober's that I made in the UK. These were a lot simpler because I was working there, and also I did take my watercolor set, but there was no time to paint, so I didn't, but I did do a few pieces that I will share with you. This first one is a simple ink portrait of a witch and her cat, and I don't know, I really like her. I think this piece is really cute. I kind of enjoyed working with just the black. It's something I don't really do nowadays, but I used to. I used to pretty much never color my art. That was like a lot of years ago, but for a few years I never really used color. I just used ink and different textures and stuff. So this was kind of felt a bit like a throwback, but yeah, I really like her. She's cute. The cat's cute. It's all good. This next piece was, I guess this is Inktober Day 4 now. She's a little wonky. Yeah, for these I did not sketch on iPad. I just sketched on the paper itself. So she's a little, I think she's a little bit wonky, but she's cute. She's a badass witch, and yeah, I don't know how this happened, but like this one and a few of the next ones as well, I like covered with these little ink smudges, so I guess my ink pen wasn't like, I don't know, the most travel friendly, because this happened when I kind of put these away. I guess the ink was still like not fully dry, so it kind of smudged all over the place, which is kind of sad. This now looks a bit, you know, shabby because of that, but that's fine. I'm also going to share this illustration because it's here. Even though it's not an Inktober and I didn't use it for Inktober, and I just made it with like a blue ballpoint pen. This is a self-portrait that I made of myself at the Brighton Illustration Fair, wearing my new overalls. I didn't actually wear a witch's hat, but I wish I did. just, you know, throwing this out there because I made it while on the trip, even though it's not part of my Inktober thing. Here's another kind of failed, not failed, disqualified Inktober piece. It's this witch who is holding 2 fireballs, but this just, again, it just felt really clumsy. It's kind of cute, but it's, I just was not happy with it. Also, this one has some smudges again, so yeah, you know. This final ink piece might be my favorite, or maybe it's a tie between this one and the first inked witch, but I'm really happy with this plant magic witch. Yeah, I think she's cute. I don't know, like there's not much to say. She's holding a book about plant spells, and then obviously she's doing some spells because there's plants growing on her. So yeah, that's it. So that's all I made. Is that like Inktober day 6 or 5? I'm not even sure where we are. Probably 5. So that's all I got done while on the trip. And then when I got back, I continued. So this one was my next piece. She's a pretty simple, she's not simple. This illustration is a pretty simple illustration of a witch. Also a plant witch of some kind, since she's holding plants and she has plants in her witch hat. But I really like this. I think she turned out beautiful, and I don't know, it's a simple piece, but I really like how it came together, and I think the colors are beautiful. So yeah, I'm really happy with her, and yeah. I really enjoyed, like, as you can see with the rest of the pieces, not that there are an awful lot, there are a few. I kept with the softer line work look, and yeah, I just really like it. It's maybe not as striking as the black ink, but or dark brown, because I also use dark brown ink. But I think it's really beautiful. It's a bit more delicate, and yeah, I really like how that turned out. So like I said, I was in the UK, and obviously there was no way I could not notice necessarily, but the Extinction Rebellion had just started when we were visiting, and we didn't have a chance to join in on the demonstration. I still wanted to do something for the cause, because I think obviously it's super important, because life cannot continue on Earth if we are, human life. There was a bird who just flew towards the window, and they were like fluttering there, and then they went away. That was beautiful, and somehow fitting. So human life can't continue unless we take some drastic measures, and it's something that has made me anxious for as long as I can remember. I think I was 14 when I learned of climate change, and now I'm 31, and I try to do as much as I can in my own life, but yeah, it sucks, and it's something that makes me so sad and anxious in my life. So anyway, the point is that I wanted to do something to contribute to the cause. So that's what this next illustration is, and it's an earth witch as well, and she's making like a magical, well, she's making magic, and the symbol is the symbol of Extinction Rebellion. And yeah, there's plants and there's bees floating by. I just really wanted to make like a, I don't know, like a powerful image. So she's not really smiling, she's serious. And yeah, I feel really sad like talking about it. I've been vegan for 4 years, and I recycle all my waste. I buy secondhand clothing. I very rarely buy any new clothing or any new, like, anything. My point is that no one's perfect, and it's like, it's not realistic to strive for perfection in this thing, but there are so many things that you can do to make your life more sustainable. And I believe that veganism is one of the big ones, and if you're not like ready to go vegan, it's totally fine. But think about, like, I don't know, 1 day a week or a few days a week that you don't consume meat or dairy. Like, everything makes such a huge impact, and it's been proven by so many studies that a vegan diet is like one of the biggest, like switching to a vegan diet is one of the biggest ways you can impact the environment. Not to mention like all the animals that are mistreated because of this system. So okay, this is this is turning into such a thing. But yeah, so I am very passionate about climate change. No one is perfect, but everyone can do something. That was my point. Yeah, this next piece is the last one you've seen of me, or I mean from me, on Instagram. And it's this witch with her cats. Or I don't know, her cats, but with 3 cats anyway. It's really cute. I went with a very like narrow color palette with this one. Like mostly just these reddish browns and oranges, except for the black cat, and I really like this one. It was nice to draw cats. I'm not great at drawing animals, but I'm trying. So there's that. This next piece I actually have not finished, which is like, she's so close to being finished. I was painting these 2 on the same night. It was also at Helsinki Drawing Club, but yeah, I didn't have time to finish both of them. So this one is still unfinished, but I hope to finish her because I think she's really cute. I obviously used a bit of a like not my typical color palette, just because I had been creating so many of these earth tone witches. I kind of wanted to switch it up a bit. So yeah, I created her with this lavender hair, pinky lavender hair. Again, she's missing a lot of the details, especially on her hair. I guess mostly on her hair. So I hope I can finish her because she's so close to being done, so it'd be silly not to. The final piece I have to show you is just a sketch, so you'll probably see this better in the close-ups that are about to arrive. So as you can see, it's a traveling witch. She's got her magical luggage, or like a magical like a trunk, and her broom. There's a little bit of a background going on too. I'm assuming she's maybe just taking a break to walk around and enjoy the scenery instead of flying like for a little while. She's been maybe flying all day, and now she kind of wanted to take a break and yeah, enjoy some walking. So I wish to finish that up in the next week or so. Let's see. I have a bunch of other work that needs to be done, but yeah. So I'm not very good at counting. Maybe I'll put like a counter in this video, but I think I created something like 7 pieces, 8 if we count this last sketch, and like then out of 8 like 2 are unfinished. So can't say I'm too happy about that, but also what can you do? I was hoping I could just take this month to just paint, but I've had a lot of other work, so sadly I didn't have as much time for painting as I would have liked. And I just, after the trip, and I'm not sure if it started already before the trip, but I've just been so tired, like indescribably tired. I think for the past few days now it's been, I felt like more back to normal, but I still feel like I need a lot of rest. But for like 2 or 3 weeks I just wanted to sleep, and everything, like I could only do quite little per day, and like before I would feel just exhausted beyond like exhausted, like I could not concentrate. So work has been very slow. Like I've been working as much as I can, but I just get this like it's hard to explain. Like suddenly all this energy kind of just zaps out of me, and I just can't concentrate on anything. And it was very frustrating for me, and I've also felt really guilty because I've been sending out your orders quite late. But just know that I'm working on them and I'm doing my best, but I've just been struggling with energy, and I think also because of that with my mood, because you know, not being able to do the things I'm supposed to do leads to stress, and that also like makes me kind of feel bad about myself. But I've been trying to like be accepting and kind of, you know, if this is what my body is capable of right now, then I need to, oh, the sun is like coming to hit me in the eye. I need to basically accept that's where I'm at, if that's where I'm at. So I've been trying to do that. So, but I do feel a bit embarrassed. Hello, I had to move my chair a bit because the sun did come and shine right in my face. Yeah, as I was saying, I do feel embarrassed about making people wait. But I just hope everyone understands that we're all people, and sometimes things happen, and you know, I'm just one person and I'm human, so sometimes I'm not feeling 100%. But yeah, I'm kind of sorry this video turned out to be a bit of a sad one, because that's not what I want. But also I feel it's important to kind of let you know that I'm not doing great, or I've had like a really I've had a challenging month, So yeah, I still hope you enjoyed this, and I don't know, that it was valuable to you. And yeah, I just want to thank you because I really appreciate your support. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. And so yes, I'd love to hear from you if you have any comments, questions, or maybe if you just want to say hi. Yeah, please do. And yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.